Welcome to the Positively You podcast. I'm your host, Jessie Larson, and I'm passionate about helping you shift the way you think so you can create a life you're absolutely obsessed with. Each week, I'll be bringing you a guest or a thought that's going to help you feel more optimistic and equipped to take real action. Get ready to push past limiting beliefs, ditch that negativity, and start showing up as the best and most positive version of you. Girl, let's do this. Welcome back to another episode of the Positively You podcast. I'm your host, Jessie, and I'm so thankful that you chose to tune in today. And it is the week of Thanksgiving, of gratitude, of appreciation, and one of my favorite weeks, honestly, and my favorite days and my favorite holidays. I know that a lot of us jump straight from Halloween into Christmas, and if that's your jam and it lights you up and you love it, great. I'm so glad that you have something that you are so excited about and that lights you up. I think that's amazing. And if it's not you, also great. But I really, really love the in-between transition and just kind of being in this little fall phase before we're in the winter. And I really do love Thanksgiving, which is hilarious because growing up, I did not love Thanksgiving. I'm not a huge fan of Thanksgiving food. Turkey's never been my jam. Jam's never really been, like the cranberry jam stuff's never been my thing. A lot of that it's not like one of those meals that I look forward to. But over the last little while, I really have looked forward to it more. We've hosted a couple of times at our own house. We've smoked our own bacon wrapped turkey. That was really fun and kind of an adventure. The first year that Connor and I did that, we bought like turkey breasts. And as we were trying to wrap them in bacon, they were completely falling apart. We thought it was going to be an absolute disaster. We were so worried because it was our very first time ever hosting Thanksgiving. And it turned out amazing, but it was really kind of a funny ordeal in the kitchen beforehand. So the behind the scenes was definitely one of those. You had to be there for it, but everything turned out amazing. But besides the food and the gathering and all of that stuff, I do love the focus on gratitude. I talk a lot on this podcast about gratitude. There's been a couple of different really good episodes about gratitude on here. There's actually one that I'm going to point you to that I loved so much. It's episode 32. So it's from quite a while ago. It's from 2021. Wow, I've never said it like that before. It's from 2021 with author Gina Hamady. And she wrote a book called I Want to Thank You. And it was about her journey of writing 365 thank you notes to people in her life. And you might be thinking, do I even know 365 people? And how did she write all of these letters? I would burn out so quick. It was an amazing process. Her book, I cannot recommend more. It was one of my favorites that I've read in the last couple of years. And the interview with her, it was absolutely incredible. It's one of my favorite interviews we've ever done. So it's a quick one. It's only like 35 minutes. But episode 32, I'll link it down below in the show notes if you want to click over there and listen to that one. But there's a couple other gratitude ones over there as well. But it's just something that's really, really important to me. And something that I think can make a huge difference in your life is expressing gratitude. Now, I like to take it a step further and think of like different ways we can do that and switching it up, because I think it can get boring, right? Where if it's just at the end of the day, name 5 things you're thankful for, and it can get monotonous and it can just get kind of like in a habit, like, okay, I'm, thankful for the same handful of things. And I like challenging myself to find either different ways to look for the things that I'm grateful for and different ways to express it. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, was just coming up with different ways to express your gratitude or your appreciation. And especially for the people in your life. I'm thinking really about my core family. So my husband and my kids. And obviously those people are always at the top of our gratitude lists, right? Like, I'm grateful for my family. I'm so grateful for my family. But how often are we expressing that? And obviously we say, like, I love you. We give our families hugs. We say that even sometimes, especially around Thanksgiving, like, oh, I'm so grateful for you. But I'm challenging myself to this. And whenever I do that, I like to extend the invitation to you guys as well, to really express that appreciation and gratitude for those people in our lives in a way more deep level. Whether that's writing them a handwritten note, telling them exactly what it is about them that you appreciate, right? Like to your son, I appreciate your funny sense of humor and how you're always wanting to make people laugh. I appreciate that you come and give me these hugs that just, I can feel how much love you have inside of you when I get one of those hugs. I really appreciate when I get those, right? Like getting way more intentional, way more specific. I know for me, and I'm definitely a words of affirmation girl. I have learned that over the past year. Do I ever love me some praise? Like me and my husband, me and Connor have been joking about that kind of this past year, that he's like, you really like to be praised. And I was like, turns out I really do. And because I love that so much, it's been something that I've been focusing on outwardly as well as really expressing that praise and gratitude and appreciation to other people. So this is quick because I know we're all busy today, and I do want you to go listen to the other episode if you have a chance to. But just taking that invitation from me to really sincerely and specifically express appreciation to those closest to you. They're the ones that I think we take for granted a little bit. We assume they just know how we feel about them. Like, well, duh, of course my kids know I love them. Or, well, of course my husband knows that I love him. But really getting specific about those things, right? I really appreciate blank. And being incredibly specific about what it is you appreciate and why you appreciate it, right? I really appreciate that you took the time to take our daughter today so that I didn't have to. It gave me the time to focus on myself and to have a little break, whatever, right? Like, so you're really, really getting incredibly specific, and I think it makes a difference. And we don't have to do it every day. Like, we don't have to express that gratitude and appreciation to that level every single day, but taking the time more often than we're probably already doing to do that. So that's my challenge, or not even challenge, my invitation to you to just take a second to think about gratitude in a different way and to appreciate and express that in a specific way. So that's it for today. I hope that you have an absolutely incredible Thanksgiving, no matter which way you are celebrating it. If you are hosting, I hope you're having a great day today, prepping and preparing for that, and realizing that you're probably noticing all of the little things in your house way more than your guests will. So just take a breath and breathe, and it's all going to be okay, and it's going to be great. If you get to travel safely wherever you are going. And I want to express my gratitude to you for being a supporter of this podcast, for showing up. And whenever I get those words from you that this podcast has made a difference in your life or made you think about something in a different way, I really, really appreciate you. And I appreciate the energy that you're putting into the world. I appreciate that you're showing up for yourself and doing things to help make you, improve each day and be a better person, and that the ripples of you working on yourself go out into the world. And by all of us focusing on ourselves and doing that work to be our best self, puts out that good, positive energy into the world. And I really, really appreciate every single one of you that is doing that, because that makes a difference. So thank you. Thank you to you, and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I'm so glad you pressed play. If you want to take a quick second to share this episode with someone you think would love it too, that would be amazing. If you're loving the show, make sure you go and leave a review on iTunes. Reviews are like magic for podcasts, and your review will help get this show into the ears of more amazing women just like you. And come find me over on Instagram. I'm there at positively.jessie, and I cannot wait to hang out with you some more. So until next time, have an amazing week.